Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argus and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throk of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Daro the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zelios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Hello, and welcome to Shadows of Archonia, our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. My name is Steve Boshear, and I will be your Dungeon Master for the evening.
And I'm Joshua. I'll be playing Throk. He's an Urban, Storm Herald, Barbarian, and Champion Fighter. Yep.
And I'm Alan. I'm going to be playing Raylan / Zelios if he appears. Azamar, Death Touch Sorcerer.
And I'm Carolynn, and I'm playing Avin, the Shadar Kai, Circle of Twilight Druid, Death Cultist.
Thing. I'm Matt, and I'm playing Daro. He is a Changeling, Shadow Rogue, Vengeance Paladin.
Yep. So if you know D&D and you don't recognize all those races and subclasses, you should know that in this game we make heavy use of the Dark Arts Player's Companion. It's a third-party 5th edition supplement created by Gentleman 3000. Great free supplement available online. It's got new character races, new subclasses for every class in the game, new spells, including a new spellcasting mechanic called Hemomancy that is just fantastically evil, and even new monsters to throw at your players if you hate them, all of which have a dark and evil spin. The creator, Gentleman 3000, he's got a Patreon. You should definitely check it out. He's got other releases, other homebrews, other awesome stuff, but this one's the best.
And by the way, if you saw the intro, the music in there was by a friend of ours named Gimenez, and he has a YouTube channel at channel is called OurMusicBox, and he has lots of other songs on there you can check out. And he also has a Patreon, so if you want to throw him a couple bucks, that'll be cool.
Alexander George M.S. That is the voice you heard in the intro, and he did a really good job, though we've never met him in person. We only know him on the internet.
All of the digital artwork in the intro is by yours truly. I can be found on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, or on ArtStation under my actual name, Steve Boshear. I do take commissions, so if you'd like your own character or party rendered in my style, reach out and let's talk. Also, for some more recent examples of my work, just look right behind our players right now.
Actually, am I moving? Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Hey! And if you like watching us, and you like us, as characters or as people, you can hang out with us on our Discord. Whether you're watching here on Twitch, where we are currently streaming, or on YouTube later on, you're going to be able to find the link to the Discord down below the video. So check us out. We like talking to you.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of our YouTube channel, you should go follow it. We have our entire of this campaign all archived there. So there's a lot of stuff to get through. And we also have a bunch of one-shots that we've done in the past on there too. So make sure to follow it. And we are streaming on Twitch every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time at Archonia on Twitch.
That's right. And if you are caught up on the stream, you may notice that we are down a person tonight. Eric, who has been playing Ramacon for the past several weeks, is not here tonight. He will be back in a couple of weeks, at which point he's going to resume playing the character in a more recurring fashion than he has been. So we are getting back to our original core members here, but two more announcements. The first one, there will be no streams next week. You may know I do a Conan Exiles video game stream on Wednesday nights. That's going to be canceled next week, and this stream will also be canceled next week. I have a work thing all week, and I will not be available for the Twitchers. Second announcement, around the beginning of December, that Conan Exile stream is going away, and we are going to be starting up a new thing. We're going to start up a new stream, which we are still in the process of naming. What was the one Alan said that I liked?
Tales of the Backlog.
Yeah, Tales from the Backlog. That might be the name. We're still discussing it, but it's going to be probably Mondays-ish, maybe Thursday nights, and we're going to do a rotating cast of players and a rotating stable of tabletop RPGs. Give us a chance to try out some new games besides D&D in like short 1 to 3 session adventures. I have a group that I've already assembled. I don't know if they're going to be the first episode or just near the beginning. We're still talking dates with them. And then I'm sure that some of our party here will also jump in from time to time. How regularly, I don't know. But we've got a whole bunch of games that we never play that aren't this. So we're going to start doing that. All right. So there's that. Now, let's get back to this. Yep. You guys have been traveling on foot since you left Throck's fallen sky castle outside the ruins of the city of Zahir. Along the way, you were ambushed by the Fingers of the Order of Asmodeus, who you fought off with the help of Kathra, who in turn tried to kidnap Raylan. But you escaped from him. He got away. And then shortly after, you were again ambushed, non-violently at first, until you made a fight of it, by Oven's own superiors from back home in the Shadowfell. That wasn't everything it could have been from a productivity standpoint, but at the end of the day, Huton...
I mean, they started it.
Ish. They just came to send you home.
Yeah, they started it.
Ish. Huton is dead, and Lady Helena escaped. And according to the voice of Eerie, the disembodied voice of Eerie inside Oven's head, she is being groomed to become the new leader of all Shadarkai. We'll see. how that goes. The following week, you encountered the extremely angry and vengeful ghost of Khalar-Amon, the wizard that you guys killed early in this campaign, the collapse of whose tower resulted in the destruction of Zahir and the death or transformation of most of its people. In the course of that encounter, both Throck and Darrow were rapidly aged up, a matter of decades. Throck was restored, Darrow was not. And then you found yourselves trying to sneak past the village of Olmsted, which you were surprised to discover was full of not dead people. People who very much should have been dead based on your experiences there several months earlier. However, despite the appearance of fiendishness, they were in fact just there to get one last day of celebration before they resumed their eternal rest, and additionally to thank you for your assistance in providing them that rest. Following said encounter, you left the village and have resumed traveling westward towards the horse trees. You make it about 2 days out before you must make camp one night. The first day, nothing eventful happens. On the second night, I'm going to need you guys to tell me your watch order.
I have a question.
Are
we still doing that, those travel skills?
We would, except this particular journey is kind of scripted, so there's not much point to it.
Copy.
Like there's just too many things happening at too frequent of an interval. There's nothing for you guys to really roll on, you know. But next time you are traveling like the distance of nations, we will resume that. I did like that system, unless any of you guys have an objection to it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the watch order?
I don't mind taking first. I think that's kind of Throck style.
Okay.
I'll take
second.
Uh-oh.
Or third.
Oh,
Roll off.
I'll wake up whoever I wake up. How about that?
Okay.
And that makes Darrow fourth.
Yep. He's tired still, so he's gonna go to bed.
Darrow's always tired these days.
Yeah, he's old. He's like, I'll go last. Young whippersnappers.
Oh yeah, is he still old?
Yep. He never got de-oldified.
Well,
I don't look old. I just feel old.
Yes. Although, were you to revert to your true form, it would be approximately 30 years older than it used to be. So, Throck, your watch passes uneventfully.
okay.
Raylan.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Raylan, your watch passes uneventfully.
Okay.
Oven.
Roll perception.
No, you don't have to, because during your watch, I was just waiting to see which one of you was third, is really what was going on here. During your watch, the small flickering flames of the campfire start to move in unnatural waves. They begin bending, almost like water. The flickering that you tend to see with flames ceases, and it becomes more of a dance, and they get bigger and bigger and brighter. You guys had just kept like enough fire to keep a little bit of warmth, but it's growing taller and taller, and wider to an extent, but mostly taller. And you realize that the flames are taking the shape of a man. And over the course of about half a minute, it solidifies into a literal man made of fire. And when he turns his face to look you in the eye, you see that it is, once again, Khalar-Amon. And he just stands there in the fire, looking at you.
Okay. Well. In that case, I am going to reach for my decanter of endless water.
Yes.
I'll bet you are.
And kind of mutter out the word geyser.
Well, when you start to do that, he sees you pull it out. And before you speak, he says, "Wait. I only wish to speak with you."
Okay.
Are you still holding the thing?
I am still holding the thing.
All right. Please wake your companions. I thought perhaps that you would do that when you saw me, since you seem to be on watch.
Who's closest to me?
Raylan.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Raylan with my foot insistently.
Raylan, Oven's kicking you in your sleep.
He rolls over.
Fucking children.
Geyser.
Raylan, wake up. Yeah. Guys are onto Raylan.
Raylan, you get hit by 30 gallons
I'm
of
kidding,
water.
I'm
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At the most, what I would do is a stream.
Okay, she pours some water on you.
What? What's going on?
Our friend's here.
Friend. Say. And I see Khalar-Amon.
Yep.
Over there.
He's
on fire?
He is made of fire. He's standing in your campfire made out of the flames.
Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Your Chaos Bolt, I'm not going to make you roll an attack, because your Chaos Bolt passes right through him, just as it would a normal fire. However, roll to see what type of damage it is.
6 and a 4. So... Force.
Okay, so the flames like burst apart for a split second as the bolt passes through them, but then they just come back, as fire does when you wave your hand through a flame or something.
Ugh.
He says, "That is not helpful. I am not really with you. I only wish to speak."
You've said enough by trying to kill us.
I only sought to take back that which was mine. And lest we forget, you started it.
Banishment.
Okay. What's the range on banishment?
60 feet.
Yeah, that doesn't work. He's not here.
He's still trying to cast it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, you cast it and it just doesn't get anything. Like, you don't lose the spell slot. There's nothing for the magic to latch onto.
All right. while Raylan's doing that, Oven's going to edge around to the other two and kind of kick them awake. Using Stream if she needs to.
Okay, Throck definitely gets wet.
She does. Yeah.
I wake up pretty easily from the noise.
Yeah, Daro's already standing behind you when you go over to his bedroll.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, fire.
he turns.
Go ahead.
Okay, he turns and looks at all of you as soon as you're all up, and addresses you like as a group. He says, "You know that I seek the return of that which is mine. I tried to take it from you by force. I thought perhaps this time we could make a deal."
I don't believe it. Why would you want to make a deal after you just tried to kill us?
Somebody's keyboard's really loud.
Sorry.
He says, "I hate you. Especially
What did I do?
you, boy. And I believe the reason should be obvious. But we have bigger problems, all of us. You murdered me, and in so doing destroyed my home. Do you have any idea what you set loose upon the world when that happened?"
I know we freed a bunch of prisoners you were keeping in there.
Do you also know that the very city in which my tower once stood is gone from this earth because of the horrors that came out of a portal I kept closed?
Well, you might have put up a sign or something warning people next time that happens, because, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure the "Please don't murder Khalar-Amon" sign would have kept you right out.
Because in doing so, we'll release a portal of endless hell upon the planet.
One
Done.
typically does not have to worry about such things when one cultivates a reputation as a rich and powerful necromancer.
I don't know what half of that means, but pretty sure the sign wouldn't have worked.
The reputation was the sign. That was the point of it.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I digress. I require your assistance, not only in returning my finger, but in some errands that I am no longer fit to perform. In return, I can provide each of you with a service suited to your needs, and together we may accomplish the resealing of the portal you opened.
What kind of service could you provide for us? You're nothing but an image.
At this time, you are correct. Let me explain. There is a being. I believe you have had dealings with it. It is called Abraxiel. It is a monster unlike any other. But for some reason known only to it. It desires the safeguarding of our world. When it discovered the portal beneath my home, it offered me a deal. For 100 years, I would be permitted to siphon the power of the portal to imbue myself with magical might. In return, I would agree to stay within the range of the portal for the entire century. But when you killed me, only 99 years had passed. My final year runs out soon. If it passes with me in this state, I will simply move on as mortals do, and your world will be doomed. But
How will it be doomed?
there will be nothing to close the portal. It will open and consume the world, as it consumed the city. I alone was gifted the power to suck magic out of it. If you help me return to physical form, I will resume the absorption of that power. I will wax, and the portal will wane, and your world will be safe.
This could all be just a lie. You probably just want to get back to your form so you can kill us again.
Of course I do. But you will see it coming. You will have the opportunity to flee, and your world will be saved. Plus, I am one who keeps his contracts, as evidenced by the fact that I am still on this plane of existence, despite my demise. If we make a deal, I will provide you your boon.
Give us a minute. And I signal for everyone to kind of huddle around.
I will return in 10 minutes. And then the fire kind of flickers and goes back down and becomes a normal fire again.
Raylan says to Daro, I don't believe it. This could be some trick. Just like with all these other people and creatures we've dealt with before. Trying to use us. Use me.
I agree. And as I mentioned before, he might be an ally, but it seems too perfect, too easy.
It is at this point that you all realize that Ramakhan is not with you.
Where?
Oh, man. He took Ramakhan.
I'm gonna look. Oh, shoot. All right. So, first things first. Even though it might be a trap, I have every belief that we can beat this guy again. We already did it once. I feel like the pros of being able to stop this portal might outweigh the cons of having to fight this guy again. Think about it. And I'm going to start looking around for Ramakan's tracks.
You, Throck, were you about to say something?
Nothing important.
Okay. Daro, you know where Ramakan sort of was standing when he kind of shut down for the night?
Mm-hmm.
And starting there, you do see tracks leading away, but also right where his feet were, you see a strip of mummy cloth under a rock.
I'm going to... It looks like it was placed there, right? It doesn't look like
Yeah.
it just kind of...
Yeah,
Okay.
it's clearly like someone picked up a little rock and put it on top of this thing.
And the cloth, it's just a short piece?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm going to pick it up and examine the cloth.
There is writing on it. When you bring
Is
it
it-
over by the firelight, you see that it says, "I am sorry. I had to go."
He says he had to go, and that's it.
Go where?
It doesn't say, so I have literally no idea.
Man, some protector he turned out to be. Raylan scoffs.
Yeah, didn't he have like a code of honor deal thing, order or whatever to protect?
To protect me, yeah.
Well, we beat Khalar-Amon without him. We could do it again if we have to.
So are we going to make him... This is a stretch here. Make him alive again so we can kill him again?
Can we just kill him again right when we make him alive? So we can...
I feel like there should be a little gap in between there where he closes the portal, and then we kill him.
Then we kill him again.
Then we kill him again.
Okay.
Well, what if him being alive is what keeps the portal closed?
You know, Avin, this is why we bring you along.
I could
But
ask him if
he
you want.
can't be alive forever, though. That
He
wouldn't make
says
sense.
he's got a year left.
You don't know that.
He's got a year until he passes on?
Less than a year. He was in his final
Less
year
than a
when you
year.
killed him. He didn't give you
So
an exact time.
we're only buying ourselves like a partial year anyway.
Plus, it's been some months since you killed him as well, so it could be getting
Yeah.
pretty close.
I mean, every little bit helps, I guess. Avin, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how easy it was to kill him last time. And I don't know how easy it'll be to kill him this time, or if it's worth it. Erie, are you awake?
What? Oh,
Never.
yeah. It's hard to tell.
Fair enough.
All right.
If you think he's easier to kill alive than this ridiculous chasing us all over the place that he's been doing for whatever it is of his that you have,
A finger?
All right, well,
Can we?
you give him
Can we-
you give him the finger then, Daro.
What were you gonna say,
'Cause
Throck?
I'm not gonna do it.
Can we ask that guy? You know, like that, the Uaha guy.
Abraxio?
Yeah. Can we ask him how long that we have to let him live for? Or if we have to?
We're a little far away from him right now.
I'm really loud.
I mean, man.
I do want to ask about this power, though. This greater power that he was talking about.
Okay.
Greater power. What, that promise he made? I don't believe it.
No, when he was chasing me through the woods, he mentioned unlocking a greater power.
Interesting. Frankly, I'm not sure how the Queen would feel about him being... Would he be considered alive? Or would he be considered like Ramakan?
I don't know. I'm not a necromancer. I don't dabble. Alright. I guess let's... Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to wait for him to come back then? He said he'd give you 10 minutes. And you've probably used up 5 of them at this point.
And I'm gonna bring my shadow out and have him standing nearby, just in case.
I think someone is rubbing their mic or something somehow. Went away. Okay, so you guys are the 4 of you just going to stay near the fire and wait for him to come back?
I am.
Yeah.
Raylan?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be back.
Like
further back.
Backed up away from the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. And Throck, how about you?
I'm gonna go right up to the fire and get as uncomfortably close as possible to it.
Okay.
It starts smelling like burnt hair.
Yeah, the Throck's toe hair starts burning, and I assume you took your boots off to sleep, right?
I mean, probably.
Yeah. And the fire eventually does start to grow again. However, Throck, you notice that as the flames get bigger, instead of getting hotter, they actually start to get cold. The bigger they get, the more heat they seem to draw in from the surrounding air. But they do once more form into the flame body of Khalar-Amon, and when he takes shape, he is standing right in front of you, meeting your gaze like 2 junior high kids about to fight. And just looking right up, and then he actually floats up off the ground until his eyes are about an inch above yours, and he keeps looking at you. And he says right into your face, "Have you made your decision?"
How does he smell?
Like fire?
Throck just twitches his nose at him.
If you need to discuss it further, you may come to my location. As long as we have one another's word, there will be no violence until the discussion is concluded.
We have a couple of questions first.
You may ask. Although my ability to reach out to you like this runs short,
Well, make your answers short. First of all, we don't trust you at all, obviously.
Obviously.
So you could start bridging the gap by letting us know about this greater power you spoke of earlier.
When I was brutally murdered by a monkey and a freak.
Running out of time.
I temporarily lost my link to the portal. It grew exponentially, and in its growth, other fouler creatures took advantage of it. The portal is now massive and permanently open. However, when I reconstituted as this thing that I am now, I found that my ability to draw from the portal remained. And because of the portal's greater size, my range of travel from it had also increased. In life, I could not go far beyond the city. Now, I can reach here to you near the borders of our nation. But the amount of power I can draw is limited by the fact that I have no physical body to store it in. I have found a means to regain that which I have lost. But to do it, I must have a complete body to start with. That is why I need my finger.
Okay, answer my questions. Anyone else?
Yep. How long do you think that you'll live if you torture another giant?
I imagine that if our agreement plays out well for everyone involved, I will live until roughly the end of existence.
Unless you torture a giant.
That is not your concern. Your concern should be all the little simian children and women who will be tortured and eaten alive if I do not close the portal.
When
So-
you say come to you, to your location, do you really expect us to go back to that city?
I am no longer in the city. I have a servant who remains loyal to me, and he carried my remains out. I am 2 days' journey from where you stand.
Which direction?
Southeast.
So, not the direction we're going.
No.
Can he bring you to us? Meet you at the horse trees?
If you wish to speak to me face to face, you must come there.
Isn't that where Tristan's from?
Who is this Tristan?
That's more
Not
straight
talking to you.
east, right?
Is it? I thought it was southeast of Olmsted.
Tristan did grow up south of Olmsted, about 30 miles. So
Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You are not far off. Your guess is likely accurate or nearly so.
Maybe we could check in with him.
Okay. Give us the
I really
location.
want to go to these horse trees, though.
We all do. Except maybe Throck.
But you don't know why.
I just feel like I want to go there.
I just want to see the horse again.
You never saw it before. It wouldn't show up for you.
Oh, that's true. Curse that death cult.
Curse them. I mean, the majority of them are dead.
All right, give us your location, and we will see about when we come.
Okay. He gives you some directions. A couple of landmarks and general distances. And tells you that there is a giant, dead, twisted oak standing on a small island in the middle of a pond. And that beneath this tree, there is an entrance to a sort of backup layer that he had.
Great.
Sounds like watery tarts wielding swords.
He didn't say anything about swords.
I'm just saying. No system of government.
We will discuss it further, and you will either see us or you won't.
Okay, just before he vanishes, he looks to Raylan and says, "Hurry up, murderer child. Your father awaits your call." And then he vanishes back into the embers.
Well, I've learned something about myself on this journey with you guys, and that is I am way too trusting, especially for a rogue assassin. So I will trust you guys on what we do, because I always want to go where these people are that seem to be beneficial and trustworthy. But yeah, we've seen how that turned out.
Mm.
Throck's gonna poke the fire.
Ouch, you get burned.
It's okay.
Ermin
Resistant to fire, so it doesn't hurt so much.
Ermin do know how to make fire.
Yeah.
You know what it is
Not
and
fire
everything.
that makes people.
No, that's true.
Yeah, fire doesn't usually make people.
It usually unmakes them.
Hey, Throck, does that count as him running away?
I mean, yeah.
You hear, Oven, you hear in your head, "Woohoo! One more for Throck!"
All I understood of that was Throck.
Throck.
Yep. I throw a cork in the fire.
A cork?
Yep.
Okay. It slowly burns. Where'd you get a cork?
I've got corks. I got like 6 of them. Correction, I've got 5 of them.
Oven, you hear really loud in your head, as though someone were shouting to try and be heard through your skull. "Throck! You're really scary! It's the best!"
Erie says you're really scary and it's the best, Throck.
Hey,
I personally think you're very much like the Little Mermaid, but that's okay.
I don't know who that is, but I bet people cower in fear when they see.
Quite.
Oh
With
yeah.
the doodads and the gadgets
Ooh, ha, ha.
galore.
Yeah.
We lost Alan to a phone call. It looks like.
No.
I'll throw in a rock too.
Uh,
Just a small one.
Which is great timing for him to leave because I was looking to Oven and Raylan to decide whether or not we go to Khalar-Amon or continue to the trees of horses.
Oven, whose only experience with Khalar-Amon has been, well,
Ghostly.
being chased through a bog and now the fire talking.
You were asked to assassinate him prior to your friends actually assassinating him.
Yes, but then
Yeah, you never met it. You never met him when his heart was still
Yeah.
beating.
yeah, so he is, I know for a fact that he's missing, if you will, from the Raven Queen's realm. So it makes sense to me to send him back.
How exactly do you propose to do that since he's already dead and not going? I guess when we get to his body, you have to do your thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that more important than getting to the horse trees?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of not dead
I'm going to try
and
to
not alive.
imagine what Raylan would say.
Raylan has gone back to sleep.
Yeah.
What a child.
He's still like 17.
Yep. He should be
Youths.
in his prime right now. Full of spunk and energy.
I slept a lot as a teenager.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to turn to Throck. Throck. Khalar-Amon. Horse tree.
Well, on one hand, but then on the other hand, one of those hands is missing a finger. So, if the hands have to look the same, then the finger needs to be back on the hand. But wait. Does the hand do anything to the horse trees?
We don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Then I'm gonna have to go with the horse trees. Or
I
the
don't.
hand.
Or the hand.
Yeah.
So really, either or one or the other.
Yeah.
Throck, do you still have sticks?
Yep.
Give them to me, please.
Okay.
How many do you have?
A few. Let's see.
Not
there's
counting the
that
ones in the fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
The ones in the bags.
Yikes. Maybe I don't have any sticks left.
I mean,
We
you
got some
guys are
trash.
outside. Sticks exist.
I was gonna say, I'm sure we could just
Yeah.
look around for a second, find a couple.
I pull out some wolf bones. Does that
That
count?
works too, yes. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Yep.
I'm going to need an odd number of them.
Yep. I don't know how many that is. But you got them.
Great. Yeah, Oven's going to take them and toss them up into the air, and whichever ones land north-south versus east-west.
How many sticks did you throw up?
5.
One of them points east-west, and the other 4 point north-south.
We're going to Khalar-Amon.
Okay. Let's get some rest, and guess it's my turn to watch.
You're back.
Whoa!
That was weird.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thruk lays down as close to the fire as possible. like creates a barrier between the fire and boy with girl's name.
That's very nice of you, but as Throck gets comfortable, Oven, you hear in your head, Mistress, you just move him away just a little. Just bump him back.
Bump him back.
He's too close.
He's like 300 pounds.
Just he's gonna roll into the fire.
Yeah, do it.
Throck,
This will be fun.
sure. Why not? Strength check, I guess, to see. 6.
Hold on, there's math for this. You don't need to roll. Hold on. How much does Throck weigh?
300.
You know what? 236 pounds, not counting the bags.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm checking Oven's sheet. It's gonna say.
It is -2 strength.
Yeah, but then there's equipment, carry weight, push, drag, lift capacity, 210 pounds.
Yeah.
You could. No. So Throck, she pushes you like a lot, so that you almost move. if she really puts her back into it.
Are you awake, Throck, for all this? You just.
No.
This is right after he's laid down, like he's just gotten comfortable.
No, he's fast asleep. So.
While Oven's training against Throck, she's like, Yuri says move!
I'm gonna sigh and then go and I'll put my hands on Throck and give him a push as well.
Well, with Oven using all of her tiny body to shove him, and Darrow also helping a little, Throck moves.
Does not wake up the whole time.
You guys get him about 7 inches further from the fire.
Oven is sweating profusely. The combination of fire and moving.
Why was that so important to you, Oven?
Yuri wanted him moved. I want sleep.
Fair. Yuri probably would not have let you sleep until he was
No,
moved.
probably not.
Great.
Anyway, your watch now, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Raylan still asleep.
Awesome. I'm going to sit down and get ready for my watch.
All right. Alan, I know you had to step away while you were gone. They discussed it a little, and then Oven threw some sticks in the air and read them. And
Bones.
yeah, like a kind of like a wheel woe thing. And the sticks told her to go south. So you guys are headed towards Khalar-Amon in the morning.
Okay.
You could have voted, but you went to sleep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. Throck was really close to figuring out the right answer, though.
So you guys pass the rest of the night uneventfully and wake up as the cold rays of morning strike your faces.
I strike them back.
Every day, Throck wakes up punching the sky.
Sounds about right.
Except when he sleeps inside.
Are you winning, Throck?
What?
Are you winning?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. Oven needs to prepare her spells for the day.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Anyone else have any long rest stuff they need to do, like preparing spells or whatever? I think the druid's the only one that does that. Paladins do
Yeah.
that, don't they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you have a spell list. You have to prepare.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
You have to prepare them, I think. I've never played a paladin. I think you prepare
Yeah, I don't
spells.
remember how that happens.
Yeah.
So I could change out spells right now, basically?
I don't remember. You tell me. You're supposed to know how your powers work.
We D&D.
Yeah, I know. Look at us.
Wait, is that what we're playing?
We've been playing this game for 7 years. Oh,
Jeez.
gosh.
We do like
Yeah,
contagion.
paladins do prepare spells, so you have the paladin spell list to choose from, and you can pick them every morning.
Oh, there you go.
All right, well, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
All right. Well, you guys get up and start walking. Do you still have Ghost out? Is he just...
Sure do.
Okay. He's just always with you.
Yep.
I
That's
mean,
my puppy.
yeah, you do know from using your ability the other day that he isn't actually alive. He's more like a blood golem. But he's with you, and Eerie is in your head, chattering up a storm about how many times Throck can kill the same wizard. And
Yeah.
even though it was in fact Raylan that killed him last time. Technically Zalios, but using Raylan's body. It was a very complex murder. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
A lot of Khalar-Amon was already broken by Throck when Raylan killed him.
Rip to a real one.
So you guys make it.
Sorry. Okay.
You guys make it most of the way there in the first day, and then pass the night fairly uneventfully again. And by about late morning the second day, you find this pond that he described. And you see the oak tree, very, very large twisted oak tree on the island in the middle of it. It looks like... You guys passed through that illusion of a swamp that he sent to you a couple days back. This looks like a small version of that. It's like There is a pond, but where the water, instead of having a defined shoreline, it's sort of fades into marsh for several yards. And there's kind of a bad smell to the place. But at the same time, there is life here. There are green lily pads floating in the water and reeds coming up out of the mud. The only thing that really hints of death is the smell and the twisted dead oak tree on the island.
Looks about as homey as I was expecting.
It's almost like the ghost of an evil wizard lives here.
Well, thoughts? Any second thoughts?
The bones have spoken.
They were sticks.
We are
They were bones.
Oh yeah, they were there. Yeah, they're
Well-
wolf bones.
wolf bones. We'll trust the wolf bones over my.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they were wolf bones. We spent so long talking about sticks.
So did he say we knocked down the tree? Is that what? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention actually.
Are you guys going to go to the island, or what are you doing?
So there's no bridges or anything. We just have to wade through the water.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Sounds fun.
I don't want to waste a spell slot, so I am just going to take off my shoes and roll up my pants and wade through the water.
When you start to step out over the water, all of a sudden a stone rises up from underneath and meets your foot.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
This guy needs to work on his signage. And I'm gonna put my shoes back on.
5 more stones rise up out of the water, and it's like a short one and a slightly longer one, then a really long one, then a short one, and then a really short one. And it looks
Whoa.
exactly like this.
Of course it does.
What a dick.
Another one comes up on the other side.
Looks like he's missing more than one finger.
Yeah, this one's not there.
Cool. Well, here we go. I'm gonna
Okay.
start hopping, skipping, and jumping over the
Yes.
rocks.
As you move forward, a rock bridge forms where you step, and the rest of you are able to follow on the same rocks. And you reach the island.
So far, so good.
Yeah. The tree is massive. The trunk is a good 8 feet wide. And the height is beyond any tree you've seen. If it still had life in it, it would be particularly enormous. The roots of this thing spread out over the entire island and into the water. But as you kind of walk around it, you find a place where there's a split in the trunk and a kind of little opening big enough to walk into that goes down into the ground.
Anyone want to go first?
I'll go.
Great, Throg. Go for it.
Wait. I'll get down?
No, there's a hole.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Throg goes in. Hello.
Cool. I love it when that happens. Super love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice big fluctuation.
Yeah.
That's weird.
As Throck's walking in, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bless on Throck, myself, and Raylan.
Hello.
Oops, did not mean to cast it as a level 2.
Okay.
Anybody home?
Throck, when you walk into this dark hole under the tree, you find
under the tree. Under the tree.
you know what? Campaign over. Let's go.
Sorry.
You walk under the tree and you smell more and more of this like rotting smell that surrounds the bog upstairs. And excuse me. And eventually, like 7 feet in, you find that it just stops. Like there's a wall of dirt and roots right in front of you, and the hole seems to just be a hole.
Why do these places never smell good?
Yeah, I think we're in the wrong place. He's not here.
Did you
And-
knock?
Oh, he's in there, says a voice.
Oh, that.
You turn, those of you above ground turn and see standing on the island with you, Tristan.
Haha.
Ho ho. Tristan, long time.
Who are you?
Why are you here?
He does not seem to recognize you, Daro. But he does recognize the others. Daro, you were in disguise as a merchant the entire time?
Yeah, I'm going to let him not recognize me.
Okay. Even though you just said his name. But he frowns at you, and he kind of does the thing where he acts like he knows who you are. Because like he clearly knows who you're with, so he's just going to be like, I didn't think I'd ever see you guys again, but well, I guess we have a lot to talk about.
Indeed.
Right. Anyway, are you the ones that he sent for?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird? Okay. And he goes over to the tree, and he reaches up to this place where a branch has broken off, and it's just a knot there. And he puts his hand on it, and he says like a muttering, and all of a sudden, Throck, the wall of dirt in front of you just splits and opens up like double doors, and you see in front of you the interior of a stone room.
I found it.
Seen Throck, you just had to knock.
Yeah, it was too scared for me to knock.
All right. Is Tristan leading us, or are we?
Well,
is he
he's kind of
inviting us?
behind you. It's not that big of a space on the little island here, so you're gonna have to go in first. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
I'll move in.
can't
I'll
get past
go
him.
ahead and Throck will go ahead and go in. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you go in and you find a laboratory. You've been in two wizards' laboratories before this. One of them was in Khalar-Amon's tower, and the other in Necron's lair beneath the temple. So you find another one. Oh, I've lost Joshua.
I see him.
I see him. I don't know where he is. All right.
I need 2 seconds. Maybe 5.
You have them. In fact, let's go ahead and take our break. We'll be
Okay,
back
that'll
in
work.
10. We'll be back in 10.
Okay.
All
great.
right.
Yeah.
We'll see everyone in 10 minutes. It's 9:46 here, and we'll be back at 9:56. Let's call it 15. We'll be back at 10. All right. Peace out. Oh, I forgot my mic. Wait, why is Matt?
No.
Why is Matt invisible? Wait, he's back.
It's what I do.
rolled
I mean,
really well on the stealth.
yeah. Do you not
Stealth
know?
was incredible. Yeah. That's a good point. All right, we are back. We left off just as Throck was breaking into someone's house, and someone was breaking into Joshua's house.
Well, there you go.
All is well. All is well. So, you enter into this underground wizard lab. It is made of local stone, which is, a deep brown color, and highly polished, actually, in this instance. Somehow this underground lab beneath an island in a swamp is very well kept up. There are tables along all the walls and a long table down the middle. There are shelves up above all the tables. They look like work surfaces. There are alembics and bottles and little, what do you call those things that you turn the heat on? Little burners and little boilers and all sorts of like glass tubes and things. Lots of books. And jars of all sorts of items, parts of amphibians, feathers from various birds, something that may very well be a human eyeball, a lot of skulls from lots of things. Somebody's got a lot of hiss coming out of their mic. Possibly two of you. Oop, yep, that was it. Yep. Anyway, all that is that.
Is it back?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
my thing is.
I think it was two of you because it's back at like half as much.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Anyway, the room is empty of people, though. There's nobody in here. There is a door at the far end. Closed wooden door.
I'm gonna look to Throck and follow him.
Well, Throck's gonna essentially see if he smells bacon.
Roll perception.
Rolling for bacon.
What's your bacon score?
Yeah. just a 6 on that one.
You do not smell bacon. You do smell human cleaning products.
With the exception of that, I really like this place.
Which is, I don't know, what are cleaning products in a pre-industrial world? Like
Yeah.
lemon
They have like
juice.
lime or what's that stuff called?
Some kind of acid and water and
Fly,
soap. Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Ammonia.
gosh, is Throck gonna just walk on by or grab something? He's gonna grab something.
Of course he is.
He's gonna grab something.
Roll a D100.
You got. Wow. It's all zeros.
Okay.
So that's 100?
So that's 100.
Hmm.
Yeah, that happened.
My
Throck
keyboard
grabs
is...
all the things.
That like never happens.
No.
Oh, you can't see it because of the. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Yep, all the zeros.
Sorry, I'm finding a good table.
Oh, that's all right. It's worth it.
You get a Bunsen burner.
Sweet.
No idea what to do with this.
Throws it at the first enemy.
Okay, I have found something online. I've completely randomized it. I have no idea what it's going to say. In fact, I have to close out a banner ad before reading number 100. Oh. You get a book.
Oh.
You don't know what it
I
is.
get a- Oh, okay. All right. So some book. You got it.
You hear from behind you Tristan's voice saying, I don't think he wants you to take his stuff.
Yeah, well.
Well, what?
That's all.
He's a man of few words.
I mean, it's not yours.
Well, you see,
Neither was his finger.
here's the thing. Yep, that's all.
Daro, you're right behind Throck, right?
I am, yeah.
Okay. You, being a man of culture, can easily see that Throck has not just picked up any book. Throck may have only been aware of it subconsciously, but he picked up the shiniest book. It is
Yes.
It is jewel encrusted, has gold leaf pages. The corners are braced in gold. There's a lock on it. It is the shiniest damn book you have ever seen.
Yeah, I don't see his name on it.
I mean, it is on there.
I don't know that.
I know.
See, Tristan, Ermin don't believe in ownership.
Yes, they do.
He doesn't know that.
I love this.
But if you want to fight him for it, because that's how they resolve these type of things.
I'm not really that kind of a. Not my department. Let's go see the master.
Yes, before he takes something else.
Yeah, listen, I want to thank you guys, by the way, for helping me, before. I probably wouldn't be standing here, or if I was, wouldn't be me. I appreciate you guys getting me out of there.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, if you're the kind of people who get people out of places, keep that up. All right?
Are you asking to be?
No, I'm not asking
Yeah.
anything. I'm just saying you seem
need to
like
be rescued?
you seem like good people.
Inside check.
Are you in trouble?
You guys are in his
3
room.
times.
Tristan's really trying to shut you up now. He's like, "Let's go over there now." He's leading you to
I
the
want
door.
to check for trafficking.
You want to check for what?
For trafficking.
I don't know how to roll that. What was your insight check?
Really good for Throck. 16.
Oh yeah, Tristan is 100% asking to be rescued again.
All right. I'll keep that in mind. Somebody's going over my shoulder on the way out.
He leads you to the wooden door at the other end, takes a key out of his pocket and unlocks it. Then takes another key out of his other pocket and unlocks another lock. Then takes a third key from a hidden ledge above the door and unlocks a third lock, puts them all back and opens the door. Inside this room is a marble floor surrounded by candles, black candles, all of them lit, about 300 candles lined up in rows on tables around the edges of the room. The marble floor has in the center of it, about 6 feet wide, a ring of intertwined silver, gold, and copper in a perfect circle laid into the stone. And in the middle of that circle is a table, and on that table is a rotting human corpse that is missing its finger. Throck, as you come in, the ghost of Khalar-Amon apparates outside the circle next to his body.
Before we continue, were you joking about the insight check, or?
No, I was
couldn't-
not joking.
Oh, okay.
Throck incited that, which means the rest of you easily also did.
Got it.
Without a roll.
Yeah.
Because my next question to Tristan was gonna, like, as we were going in, was whether or not we can actually trust this guy. But if we incited that, then yeah, I don't need a. I'm good.
Okay. Well, Khalar-Amon apparates, and as he does so, you notice he forms in the air, already looking right into Tristan's eyes. And he says, "Wait outside, boy. I will deal with you later." And Tristan leaves. Out to the outer room.
My camera thing is like freaking out.
Yeah, it is. It's all right. I only need half a mat.
Yeah, it's true.
So do the rest of you come in this room where Khalar-Amon stands?
Sure. I'll be at the door, though.
All right.
I'm gonna have my shadow just outside the door.
Okay, what about Ghost?
Ghost is with me.
And Raylan?
With Brock.
Throck's inside the room with Khalar-Amon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he speaks again. He says,
Wait.
What?
You made me 30 years older. Can you fix that?
As a matter of fact, I can. But not right now. As a spirit form, I have limited resources. I exerted myself quite a bit in trying to kill you, and then in summoning you here. I have little power left until I rest for some time and absorb more. However, if you return my finger and help me with one further errand, I can complete the ritual and walk the earth again. At that point, I will be able to perform a second ritual, which can remove some of the years from your features.
Did you say ears or years?
Years.
Okay.
Your ears are your own affair.
Nice try.
I make this offer out of pure generosity, for I remind you that the condition of your body is due only to witnessing my true form, a form I would not be stuck in if not for you. It is the sight of your own handiwork that has done this to you.
Yep. Well, that's in the past, so as I understand our deal, we bring you to life, we do some other errand for you, and then you give us each a reward of our choosing, and then you close the portal, and then what?
And then we see each other no more. You are, of course, aware that should you attempt to kill me a second time, you will fail. I will have begun absorbing the power of the enlarged portal and will be quite unstoppable.
And what do you intend to do with that power?
You have my word that I will not harm you, any of you, for a period of 100 years. If at that time any of you still walk the earth, our deal will be concluded.
You get that in writing?
You may. You may also have in writing that if by some miracle of fate you were able to destroy me again after bringing me back, you would be in the same predicament you are in now. You would simply reopen the portal and doom your world all over again.
So until the end of time, as long as you're alive, the portal is closed.
Yes. Fortunately, long ago, when I made a deal with that creature, I also began studying it. And I have learned of a technique by which a mortal wizard such as myself can become immortal. This creature was once a living being, not a man, some other thing, like what comes out of that portal. But it discovered the ritual of lichdom and made itself a god. Not all at once, but over the centuries, it continued to accumulate power. I have learned the initial rites by which I may achieve lichdom. By the time I have gained power anywhere approaching that possessed by Abraxiel, all of you will have long since reached the end of your mortal lives. You need not worry about what I do with such might.
Daro is just going to look at the other people and start walking out the door.
If you leave, you doom your world to domination and consumption by the horrors from beyond. I may be unpleasant to you, but there is only one of me. I need not consume the world for my goals.
So, a lesser of two evils.
Quaint but accurate. Further, I sense a misunderstanding of the terms. Your returning of my finger will not in itself restore my body. The ritual I spoke of requires one other thing. It is that which was the other errand I mentioned.
Which was, or which is?
I require my complete form. Gesturing over towards the rest of his body. I have many other ritual components already in that bottle. He has this bottle over on a table that is just full of this black liquid that seems to constantly be smoking. He says, the last ingredient is the sacrifice of an innocent soul. Find one, provide it to me, and I will live again.
Dang, Alvin pricked up.
Yeah.
It must
This
be
is,
done here in the circle.
I'm not even sure what defines an innocent.
I suspected that you would not be. Will you do this thing, or will you watch your world die?
Stop, camera.
What is camera?
How much time do we have?
Every moment that you wait, the portal gets larger and my time gets shorter. It is hard to track the days and nights since you murdered me, but I suspect there is less than a month remaining.
Can I have a moment with my people?
You may. Send the boy back in as you leave.
So I'm gonna walk out and wait for you guys.
Come out.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow.
I don't send in Tristan.
Yeah.
What? What was that?
So
Matt said he
close.
does not send Tristan back in as Khalar-Amon requested.
so
Oh, sorry,
think?
guys.
What was that?
I think he's waiting for the motorcycle to pass.
Sorry, I was like a really loud car.
Alan said something I didn't hear.
So, what are you thinking, Dara?
I don't want to be the one that has to bring an innocent person in.
Me neither.
Tristan
That's really good to hear.
Tristan is leaning in the corner, pretending not to hear you guys, but his eyes are like super wide. He's just looking anywhere but at you.
Alvin's gonna look over at him and say, "Don't worry, we're not talking about you. You're safe-ish."
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't
This,
go back in there, by the way, Tristan.
We, at least now we know we have about a month before the end of the world.
So,
But this innocence he speaks of in this ritual,
could it be a bunny?
there must be another way. This can't be the only way.
It's It can't be a bunny. Animals are neither innocent nor guilty. He's explained it to me. They are creatures of instinct. They don't know right or wrong. It has to be a person.
I still feel like there should be another way out of this situation, Ren says to Daro.
There might be. So we have a month, give or take a few days, probably. That is enough time to get to Horse Tree and back.
Yeah. We can at least ask the horse trees what they think.
Another option. If they, yeah, I'm not even sure what we're
if they
supposed
can
to
even
find there.
help.
Yeah.
But it's better than sacrificing someone. And I swore to never do that again.
It's also better than creating another enemy that we're gonna have to fight at some point later on.
Tristan looks up at you, Raylan, when you say again. He goes, what?
This was Raylan kind of looks at him and he says, "It wasn't me."
Uh-oh.
Hit it.
I got up through "it wasn't me."
I said it wasn't me exactly, but it was done by my hands. It's kind of complicated, but just know that I swore to never let that happen again.
When you say that, Tristan stands up from the wall, reaches over towards where the door is that you entered through going out to the tree, and taps a stone and the door slams shut. He looks at you, Raylan, and says, "You're the one."
The one?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry about this. And he runs up and tries to grab you.
Oh.
Can I react?
You may. Let's roll initiative.
Is he running by Throck?
Okay, what is everyone's initiative?
Does the blessing help initiative?
No.
Man,
nothing helps initiative.
There are things that do, but not that spell.
Yeah. I got 15.
Throck?
22.
Raylan?
Jesus.
4.
Oven?
13.
And Tristan got 1. Throck, what do you do?
Yeah, if he's gonna run after it, protect the boy, Throck is gonna just grapple this fool.
Okay, let's do opposed athletics check.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's just a 14. Heart's not in it.
Okay, so Throck, you reach out assuming this is going to be easy, and Tristan, with just frenzied strength brought on by sheer terror, yanks out of your grasp and continues running towards Raylan. Daro, you're up.
Sheer terror.
Hmm.
I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
I'm
I forgot. Throck's got extra attack. The grapple is only your first attack.
Grapple again.
Okay.
Slippery little bugger.
So that one's better. That's a 25.
Well, this time he gets
shit.
a 2. So you reach out with your other hand and are able to grab him as he slips out of your original grasp. You've stopped him. You've stopped him.
Yeah.
His speed is 0.
Yeah, and I'll use, half my movement to drag him the opposite direction.
Okay, you make it with half your movement. You make it all the way to the wall that he just came away from and push him back against it.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Darrow, now it is your turn. Tristan is well and truly immobilized in the grasp of Throck.
Great. In the chaos, I'm still gonna cast. I'm gonna hold out a hand at him and like grab the air, kind of like the force. And I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
All right. That's a wisdom save.
Correct.
He fails.
Great. He is also paralyzed.
He's a commoner.
Just making sure. We don't know anymore.
You don't. But he is one. You have easily both grappled and hold personed him.
Tristan, you have some explaining to do.
When I was sent away, it was to protect me from this. I didn't know it then. When I returned, my father had died, and the contract had passed to me. Apparently, the master signed some kind of deal with my grandfather. He tells me every day he would just sacrifice me, but the deal means I am not an innocent. But
Well,
he told me of the Akun Ra and how there were two living in one body. One a nightmare and the other an innocent. He said
to be fair,
if he had his pick of victims, that would be it. Because in killing the innocent, he would also drink the power of the nightmare.
Well, that's not going to happen.
to be fair, I don't know if you've really talked to him, but I don't know that the non-nightmare is also not a nightmare.
The master said he's lived
Oh,
his...
then you hurt me.
The master said...
What did we say about ladies?
Yeah. What did we say about ladies?
No ladies.
And I don't see any ladies here.
There were,
Now
in fact...
you wound me.
There were, in fact, no ladies. No ladies came up in the story. But
He
yet,
has not been with a woman.
Tristan continues. He says, the master told me that this innocent boy was at the mercy of evil his entire existence, and yet sought daily to redeem it. He said that such a soul in the ritual would make him powerful indeed.
Raylan winks at Oven.
What is the term of your contract?
I don't actually know it. I have not seen it, but it is wrought with witchcraft. I cannot disobey the master. If I try, I experience searing pain everywhere.
How do we all feel about the end of the world in about a month?
It's not the end of the world in a month. It just means that he can't close the portal in a month.
So the end of the world in roughly a month.
Yeah. Still, we might still have options.
I believe we have options.
This can't be the only way, Alvin.
Well, I'm certainly not sacrificing it.
And I
was very willing to sacrifice Tristan.
Wait. Why aren't you sacrificing Raylan? This seems like a good deal.
Eerie? No.
Wait. The portal
No.
gets closed. Raylan gets to be quiet for a while. Everything works out.
Are you telling me, Eerie?
Is Eerie saying that you should sacrifice me, Alvin?
I wouldn't worry about it. Eerie, are you telling me that the directive from the Queen was not, in fact, to protect the boy?
Look, I'm not the one who reads things from birds.
As a non-living thing, you are not really one that reads much of anything, are you?
Also, I don't know how.
Yeah. Right. So, we're not sacrificing him.
Oh, but he sucks.
Hey, wait. Can we sacrifice the guy without a finger?
No,
he is
he's
certainly
not.
not innocent.
He is not innocent, Throck.
But I
Yeah, I
am
don't-
also willing to commit him to the Queen,
Mm-hmm.
where he is supposed to be.
You guys do understand that you're in his home
Yes.
having this conversation.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
You're aware that this is like his place of power and that he can hear and see everything that happens.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't get it.
He's not in a position.
Man, as if we wouldn't have a conversation in front of the bad guy.
Right.
Come on,
Right.
come on, man.
Well,
The
I
way I
don't.
see it,
Just that
he doesn't have a choice.
Tristan says, I don't know that he's really the bad guy. I mean, have you seen that thing with the dead tentacles?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fan of him either.
No, he's pretty
I mean, if there's like the bad guy, I'm pretty sure that's it.
We definitely have. He's definitely on my list.
We've met a lot of bad guys already.
Yeah. No point in making another one.
It's hard to say if we met any good guys yet.
There was that little Minga Mara
Amara, yeah.
something like that.
She hasn't done anything yet.
Throck.
Yep.
I know this is your line, but insight check.
Oh yeah, 16. Rolling the good
Hey.
rolls on insight. Goodish.
Tristan has just clammed up, and his whole demeanor has just changed. He's gone totally silent, and he's like looking down and not making eye contact.
Okay, and Thruck throws him to the ground and turns around.
Yes, Throck.
You see your friends.
Where is he?
Who?
Yeah, your boss guy.
He's in there. You just left him.
You did something weird. What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. You were holding me. What could I do?
Yeah, he did something weird.
I didn't do anything.
Mm.
Anyways, we should just leave.
Yeah.
Does
Khalar-Amon, you could probably hear us. We're gonna go run our own errand first. Then we will be back to run your errand.
He is suddenly standing in the room with you. You didn't see him walk in, you didn't see him appear, nothing. He's just there. Like he was there the whole time. And he says, before the boy lets you out, you will return what is mine. Rest assured, the ritual cannot be completed until you complete the other errand as well. But I will not let you leave here with my finger.
I mean, how hard is this door, really?
Oh.
It's about 8 feet of dirt and rock.
I will give you your finger right now if you free Tristan and let him come with us.
Khalar-Amon looks at you silently for a moment. And then he says, I have a counter proposal.
A what?
A counter proposal. Hand me the finger now. And he turns and gestures towards a crystal ball that he has on the table behind him. And I will let you speak with your father for 10 minutes.
Are you talking to me or to Brennan?
He's talking to you, Daro.
It has to be a trick. It has to be a trick, Daro.
Daro like really stares at the crystal ball for a minute.
Would you prefer I contact your mother? That can be arranged as well. This boy's contract was signed 75 years ago. His fate is sealed, but you and I can still make a deal.
Don't do it, Daro.
When you say that, Raylan, he looks at you and gestures towards another table on the other side of the room, which has like these symbols carved in it with like very roughly carved into the wood with daggers, and there is a dead rabbit laid on the table. And he says, I can also contact your father.
Oh,
hey,
man.
Dar.
What? Daro pulls out the finger at this point and is like holding it.
Khalar-Amon puts his hand in the air and a parchment appears floating in front of him. Ink appears writing across in front of your eyes the terms of your contract with him.
Dar,
Yes, Drak.
give me the finger.
He's gonna hold it up for a minute. And he's gonna hand it to Thrak.
As you start to hand it off, Khalar-Amon's ghostly eyes point at Tristan, and Tristan runs to grab the finger.
He broke out of paralysis.
Oh, right. I forgot. Well, he's had like a million turns. How long does that last?
1 minute.
It's
1 minute.
definitely been a minute since you cast
Can
it.
can we react?
Yeah, you may. I guess we roll initiative. Let's keep the same initiative, actually, which puts Tristan at a 1. So, Throck, you're up.
Well,
Am I able to give the finger to him to Throck before this happens, or is it still like at the process? Do I still have it?
As soon as you turn to start to hand it to Throck is when Tristan moves. So, the time.
So I still have it.
We go into VATS mode right then. However, since I said we're keeping the same initiative, I kind of screwed Tristan over because you all go before him, so you can easily hand the finger to Throck.
Well, we ended on my turn, so it would be
Oh,
whoever
that's
was after
true.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
After you is Oven.
that's a better way to do it.
Yeah, good
Yep.
point. Good point.
Sweet. I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
To do what?
That sounds wonderful.
Are you?
I don't even know what that means.
I do, but I'd like to know what you're doing with it.
We're gonna attack Tristan.
Are you growing claws?
Sure am.
Okay.
Oh,
So you
And
guys.
Teeth,
sorry?
I guess, too.
So you guys see Tristan run, just dart forward towards the finger, and then Oven turns and swipes at him with her hand, transforming in the course of the arc from her hand into this long, gigantic, long-fingered claw thing that she just slaps him with. Roll your attack.
24.
Roll your damage.
Uh, 13 poison.
He's dead.
oh, gee.
You have just killed Tristan. And as his body falls to the floor, Khalar-Amon watches it and just goes, huh. And then pushes the contract closer to you, Daro.
And then I would like to actually commit his body and soul to the queen.
Oh.
Nothing happens.
That's fine.
Khalar-Amon does laugh, but other than that, nothing happens. Are you going to sign the contract or give the finger to Throck?
Oh, I'm still giving it to Throck. I was
Well,
like,
does-
Okay. So
Does Raylan do anything?
Well, it's not my turn yet.
Yeah, it is. Oven has, unless Oven's gonna like move or something. But oh, that's right. We do have Ghost.
Hmm.
What shall?
I mean, Ghost is probably not going to do anything
Then
except
it-
maybe sniff the body.
Then it is Raylan's turn.
So Raylan just kind of tries to help Daro hand off the finger.
In what
And he just
manner?
kind of goes to grab it, and then hang it, and then he's gonna try to give it to Throck.
Okay, Daro, do you let Raylan take it? Daro?
no, I'm thinking. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so yeah, if Daro lets you, then you are able to easily snatch it away and hand it to Throck.
Throck, you know what to do.
Yeah, I do.
So, sorry, before you say what you're going to
Yeah.
do with it, just very quickly to describe what happened. Daro turned to give the finger to Throck. Tristan lunged. Oven killed him, and in the same instant, Raylan reached and grabbed the finger and handed it to Throck, as Daro hesitated momentarily.
Mhm.
So you have it, Throck.
Thrug looks
Eat it.
KK right in his eyes.
We all know what's happening.
Yes.
And eats the finger.
It is so old. It was also burned to a crisp in the first place. But it's only one finger.
We've got time.
The contract that he's holding up evaporates, and he glares at you with intensifying hatred, and then just vanishes.
Yep. Coward.
All right. And then after that's over, Raylan goes to Tristan's body and uses Revivify.
Ah! Ah! What?
Don't worry, we got rid of him. You don't have to follow his orders anymore.
Ah! Yes, I do. Good try.
I mean, dying and coming back to life doesn't nullify your contract. That's unfortunate.
No.
But do try that again, see what happens.
I have to. You know what? I thought you were nice, but you actually suck. I have to have a child and then die. That's the only way I get out of the contract.
Have a child?
Yes, the contract passes to my son. Not you. You killed me. I don't like you anymore.
Well, don't attack people.
I
Now
wasn't
you know.
attacking anyone. I was just trying to get the thing.
Well, it's gone, so you can't get it.
What do you mean it's gone?
At least for a few hours.
What did you...
Unless we give him fiber.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Where's the finger?
I carry the bags.
You have the finger?
Actually, don't worry about it.
In a way.
Times two, and Raylan touches his shoulder and banishes Trish.
What's the DC? No, he fails. He's gone.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go.
All right. Did what we came to do.
I was so tempted. Thank you, Throck.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
I'm gonna turn around and push the rock that Tristan pushed.
You can't find it.
It's just gone.
Yep. You don't even know what it was. You didn't really quite see it, and none of the rocks on the wall look any different than any of the others to you. You can feel around for a while, but none of them do anything.
Raylan,
Beyond my
Raylan,
lock picking abilities, so go for it.
I mean, we can see outside, right?
No. Tristan closed the door, and the door was made of earth, 7 feet thick. You guys are basically buried alive.
Oh, but there's still cracks though, right?
No, you're underground on an island beneath a tree in the water.
No, but it's still crack between the door and the wall.
No, it's not
It's not a
really
door.
a door. It's just ground that opened up.
So there's no
There's no exit.
cracks.
There's nothing. It's a wall when it's closed.
Oh, because I assume this was stones.
It's
like a
still
stone wall.
the inside of the walls of the place are stone, but where you came in was remember Throck walked in the hole and it was just earth, and then it opened as though it were a double door, but it's still just ground. So when you came inside, he closed it again, and it's just a wall of earth there on that side. The rest of it is stone. But where you came in, it's just a wall of earth.
All right. Well, the stones should have cracks then, right?
Yeah, but behind them is, I mean, there's grout lines, if that's what you mean. There's not like air behind them.
Because Raylan's just going to turn into a shadow and see if he can get through the cracks.
No, there's nowhere to go. I mean, like I said, there's grout lines. There aren't really any openings. And even if you do find a tiny crack, it's just going to go to the dirt on the other side. You guys are underground. And the only tunnel down is essentially caved in.
So above us is just more dirt and rock?
There's a stone ceiling, and above that, earth, yes.
I can start digging.
Start digging.
I will have Ghost, I guess, try to help with the digging. I know he's just blood.
Wait. Can't you just turn Throck into like a dinosaur?
I mean, yes.
The ceiling's pretty low.
I know, but wouldn't Throck be able to crush through the ceiling? If he did that?
And squish all of you to the walls at the same time. I mean, what? Duh.
Rock, spread your legs out wide and we'll like huddle under you.
Yeah.
So that when you turn in.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
You know, like we do. Like we practiced.
I mean, alternatively, if you would like, I could call 8 wolves. Turn
So
myself into a wolf and we could help Throck dig.
the door is magic based. Is there any like magics that we can use on it, or anything that you guys can tell about it that's magical?
I mean, I could look at it.
How
do
long
I
is
see anything?
Kristen going to be banned for?
It's just a minute.
That banishment lasts a minute, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he's going to help us when he gets back. So,
Yeah, he's not allowed to.
yeah. So, we got to find a way out without his help.
Yeah, I mean, Rock's gonna just start going to town on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Throck and Ghost begin digging. It doesn't really work. When you dig the dirt and toss it behind you in order to get it out of the way, it will not move over the stone floor of the room. It's as if there's some sort of dirt force field keeping the rest of the room clean.
Dirt force field.
So you can move the dirt from like here to here, but that's not enough to get through 7 feet of tunnel. Ghost continues digging anyway.
Yeah.
So does Throck. I mean, let's see. Is there anything that actually makes sense?
While he's thinking about it, I'm gonna look around the room for any vials or chemicals that look like they could be corrosive. I'm not a chemist, but I know that those chemicals exist.
While you're doing this, Tristan reappears in the same space that he left. And he looks terrified. His eyes are wide and he's shaking. And he says, "What was that?"
Oh, I just made you go away for a little bit.
But where? What was that?
Oh, I don't know. You went there, not me.
He sits down on the ground and just covers his face and starts rocking back and forth.
Hey, you know what? You know what would feel better We'll make you feel better. Doing this outside. You want to help us go outside real quick?
He starts to get up, and as he reaches up as though he's going to open the thing, he just suddenly screams in pain and collapses again. He says, I can't let you out.
Why? Because of the contract?
I can't do it.
Can you tell us which one it is?
No, that was the first order he gave me.
How about
Okay,
you
so
just
I'm
tell us
just
the
gonna
ones? How about you just tell us the ones that are not it?
Haha.
What'd you say,
Clever.
Alvin? What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm just gonna start slapping rocks.
Okay, so you do that, and Raylan says what he says, and Tristan's
Yeah.
watching. Tristan just watches you, and every time you hit one, he's like,
Okay.
Eventually, he doesn't do that. You find one where he doesn't shake his head,
All right.
but when you press it, nothing happens.
Is it? Is that the one? Oh well, actually, you can't tell us. So it probably is the one, but maybe only Tristan's hand can do it.
Well then.
Do you guys remember how he opened it when you came in?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought we did.
He didn't just touch it. He also said something under his breath, which you couldn't hear.
Well, in that case,
Open sesame.
in that case,
Man, if only I kept that one spell.
Druck's starting to get a little bit angry that this door is taking a lot longer than any door ever has before.
Tristan suddenly speaks in Khalar-Amon's voice. And he says, I am already dead. I care not for the boy. However long it takes for the finger to come out, I can wait.
Okay. Okay. Tristan. So you can't tell us what the word is, right?
He doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna cast Dominate Person.
On Tristan?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Is that a wisdom save?
It sure is.
3.
He fails it.
I know.
So bad. He fails it so bad.
And age is 30 years. Oh, no.
Poor
Tristan,
kid.
open the door.
Oh, God. He gets up, but he is screaming the entire time. He's forcing himself to his feet, and you can see his knees shaking until he collapses to the ground again, and then he starts crawling towards the door, but he can't get up. And he starts sweating through his clothes. His hair is drenched. This goes on for like 15, 20 seconds, and he's right next to it, but he just can't get there. And
Can you help him?
he puts his hand
Oh,
on
yeah.
a table and tries to lift himself up, but he collapses. At this point, the sweat has turned to blood, just coming out of his skin and out of his nose and his eyes. He's still screaming. He's trying to do what you say, but he's just killing him.
Oh, stop.
He passes out.
Worthless. Absolutely worthless.
That was a good try.
He's just drenched in blood, little droplets of blood all over him.
You know, there's only one other thing I can think of right now.
You do hear laughter, by the way, throughout the cavern as Tristan collapses.
I don't like this, but I can bring Tristan back.
He's
He's not. Excuse me. He's not dead. He just passed out.
I know.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna kill him. Look for his memory.
Yep. Kill him, look for his memory.
And then bring him back.
Yep.
This poor kid.
We are the worst.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Before we try that, let me try one more thing.
This is the episode that we return to the worst.
Yeah. It's the title, Return to the Worst.
Yep.
Before we do that, Khalar-Amon. That's okay. I assume you're listening because of that. You really, if you ever want to see your life again, you really only have one option, and that is to let us out, to go on our journey, and then come back.
He appears again and again holds up a contract.
You know my terms.
And you know mine. I get the finger, then you leave.
Yeah, and the finger was going to be given to you if we got the boy.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, it's going to be good.
And does blessing help you?
No, it's not a save, right? It's already pretty good though. I just can't do math. 25.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
The ghost looks at you, takes an incorporeal breath, looks down at Tristan, then kind of wiggles his hand a little, and new lines appear on the parchment that he has summoned. If you wish to read it, it does indeed say that in exchange for his finger and for the bringing of an innocent soul to be sacrificed, he will release Tristan from his contract.
The soul wasn't part of the deal.
You asked for more. I asked for more. Remember, this benefits you and all you know.
All right, guys, what do you think?
I suppose.
Druck. Almost there.
All right.
Just make sure you do it in the room where his body's at. It already smells pretty bad in there.
Yeah, just go ahead and poop right on his face.
Khalar-Amon takes his other hand and levitates a quill over to you, Daro.
There's no fine print on this contract. It looks pretty.
Roll perception.
As we. 13.
All the print that you can detect is of a reasonable size.
I hate the way you worded that.
Is there any symbols on the paper?
Just the writing.
For the record, I still think we can take them.
It's not really
Well,
an
yeah.
issue. You've already taken him.
Can I look over Darrow's shoulder and also roll perception?
Oh, on the contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. 18.
Jesus.
Excuse me.
None of you guys can Arcana this shit?
It's. I mean, it is a glowing, ghostly, obviously magical piece of parchment with writing on it, but you don't see any like hidden lines or anything. There's no tiny text at the bottom or anything like that. All that it requires, it's very, airtight wording as well. Like as soon as you sign this, you owe him a finger and an innocent soul, and he owes you an exit.
And the boy.
Yeah, and Tristan. Yeah.
And closing the portal and all that stuff.
Well, he'll close.
Which
He's going to
do
close
it
the
anyway.
portal anyway, but that's not in the contract. But he said that's the whole reason he asked you to do this. The only things in the contract are the exit and Tristan, and the finger and the innocent soul.
All right, the last question I have about the wording is: Tristan released as soon as we sign it?
Yes, Tristan's. No, actually, it says that he promises to release Tristan as soon as he has the finger.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. So okay, great. Then yes. By giving him the finger, we get Tristan and the exit.
Yeah.
And then we owe him the soul.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sign it.
Once
Okay.
Tristan's released, is he now an innocent?
Don't you dare.
I mean, I've already killed him once.
You sign the contract. Throck, roll a Constitution save.
All right, you got it.
Mm.
8.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
immediately vomit, and the finger comes out onto the floor.
Ugh.
I almost
Okay.
gagged you from the smell.
Done this on his face or something.
He
What's
doesn't.
with you and doing stuff on people's faces?
I mean, it's Khalar-Amon.
Look,
I would do
yeah.
too.
That's what she said. And then Khalar-Amon.
Did you just say that's what she said?
Yes. Khalar-Amon turns to Tristan, raises his finger, and blasts a hole through the boy's neck, killing him. And then the door opens up behind you.
God damn it. All right.
Does
I'll
he
violate. I'll bring him back again. Yeah.
Just the worst day.
Poor kid.
He wakes up, looks around, screams, and runs.
Okay.
We should have done your plan.
Yeah, they should have my plan.
Same result.
And as he fades away again, Khalar-Amon says, "You owe me the soul."
Yeah. We'll be back.
And he levitates his finger across the room towards his corpse.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, what? Are you trying to grab the finger?
Oh no, sorry, the door's open.
Oh.
Oh. You got the door open.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I did.
Good job, Throck.
You guys leave. You leave, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Immediately.
Yeah. Anything next to the door that I can grab?
Ghost.
Yeah.
Can't really grab Ghost.
Pat.
Blood everywhere.
That's just gonna happen a lot.
That's funny. Yeah. So you guys leave, and as soon as you are under the open sky again, the thing closes up behind you. And you see Tristan, like, in the pond, just sitting in the water, just looking around in shock and awe. He's like, "You did it. How'd you do it?"
Came with a cost, but you're free.
"Thank you. Anything you need. Thank you." And he gets up and just runs to the east.
I call after him. We need a soul.
What?
Just keep running. Just faster. That'll get you.
I can catch you if I want to.
This poor kid.
That is the most traumatic possible thing. Like just dying like 3 times or something and getting tortured and your friends like.
I didn't mean yours.
This is how future villains are made.
Yeah.
Trying to prevent a villain. When we're far enough away, assuming we just start walking back in the direction of the horse trees, while I'm walking, I'm just gonna say to everyone without like looking at them, I have no intention of bringing a soul back to that person.
As soon as you say that, Daro, your entire body is racked with searing pain, starting from your brain and moving over your whole self. You immediately lose your false shape and revert to your true form and collapse to the ground.
Man, you okay?
Well,
I sit in pain and don't say anything, I guess, except I'm assuming that I'm conscious still.
You are. The pain fades after you hit the ground. It's a momentary thing, lasts a couple of seconds, and then it fades.
All right, in that case, I'm going to stand back up and keep walking
Which direction?
towards the horse trees.
Every step you take hurts. You can't go more than 4 steps.
Before I collapse again?
Yep.
Do any of us feel any kind of pressure?
No, I was the only one that signed the contract.
That's correct.
Well, I mean, you don't have to get the soul to him right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was no deadline on the contract, except, I guess, before the month ends up.
There is no deadline on the contract. Yeah, you have to do it before his month is up, but that's the only deadline. However, when you verbally declared your intention not to do it and then walked away from where people live, that's a problem. This is a magical contract. You can't simply not do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not hurting as long as you stay still, right?
It appears that way.
For now.
what if you try walking in a different direction?
Like, I mean, there's people in each direction.
You're walking towards the horse trees. There's nothing there. There's no people there.
Not out of the trees, but beyond the trees.
Beyond the trees is the Untamed Steppes, where you will not find innocent souls.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
that
beyond,
no.
beyond that is the country of Lethia, but you're already in a human country. And you're trying to walk out of it.
Oh man.
It would take you longer than a month just to get across the Untamed Steppes.
I mean, you could stay here, Daro, until we get back.
It
Or
appears
we
that
just
way.
find a soul.
Look at this one. Always thinking.
That's easy for you to say.
But we're trying to figure out a way where we don't have to do that, Alvin.
He signed a contract.
I know, but there are ways. There has to be ways.
We'll figure it out.
I can yell. I mean, I can yell really loud. We could ask this guy, you know. I can yell really loud.
Man, I almost won. Daro, Daro, do I still have the thing that teleports me back to the castle?
Yes, but the castle is not functioning. Last you saw it, it's on the ground.
It's broke.
But the thing, the item still works though.
You haven't tried it.
Daro, maybe you can use this, and you can go ask him about this. Since you can't come with us.
Wait, I'm sorry, the pendant?
Yeah.
Back to the castle?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work? Or that works?
It should work. Well, I haven't tried it yet. So.
I want to just jump in here. This is the first time it's come up since I made the change. But I did actually homebrew a magic item for this amulet. It does now require attunement. So in order for Daro to use it, you have to give it to him and then take a short rest so he can attune to it.
Yeah. We can take a short rest.
Okay. Let's try it.
All right. You spend the hour attuning to the amulet successfully. Raylan, you feel your attunement to it end as he does so. None of you are hurt, so I guess there's really nothing else to do on your short rest.
I mean, Throck takes out the shiny book that he just got.
Are you going to read that?
I mean, I'm gonna look at it.
By which I mean, are you going to look at it?
Yeah, I'll look at it. But you said it was locked anyway.
Does Raylan notice the book?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to miss.
He's not hiding it or anything.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay. Well, during that rest, Raylan asks, "You need help reading that?"
Throck, at this point, Throck is just shaking it to see what happens.
It's like, okay. Now, hold on, Throck. Let me see. All right. 1 second.
Raylan, as soon as you touch the book, immediately upon contact with it, you are aware that this is a very powerful magic item. Like it makes your whole spine tingle when you touch it.
Whoa!
Hey, how come I didn't sense it? I'm just kidding.
So
take a couple levels in sorcerer and we'll talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So Raylan's kind of like, whoa, all right. This is a very, I'm sensing a lot of stuff here.
As you look at the cover, you can make out two things. One, the name Khalar-Amon, which has been scratched into it with a dagger, and 2, in Celestial, which is a language you learned at the temple but very rarely have seen anywhere, it says on the cover, Tome of Understanding.
Tome of Understanding. Okay. All right. Raylan opens it and tries to understand this Tome of Understanding.
It is a book containing all sorts of exercises for your mind, intuition and insight type of exercises, meditation techniques, and things to contemplate. You get the feeling that were you to study this book quite a bit, that you might gain something from it.
All right. Thok, you don't mind if I hang on to this for a little bit, right? I think I can learn something from it.
You can learn something. Yeah, all right, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
You're funny.
Raylan kind of laughs with him. Yeah, I'm funny.
Yep, keep it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to try to look into it more later when I have more time.
Okay. I'm going to let you know this, in order to gain the benefits granted by this item, you have to spend a lot of time with it. You need to study it for an average of 8 hours a day for the next 6 days.
I got time.
Daro. Well, before we get to Daro, Avin and Throk, did you have anything else you wanted to do during the short rest?
Yes. I am going to try to convince Daro, once he gets back to the castle, maybe out of all those people in the 2 armies that were coming towards the castle, he could find an innocent.
Maybe.
And, bring them back to us. Or this.
Okay. Does that work?
Did it be brought back alive, right?
Yes.
Yes, they
'cause
must
we
be
need to
killed
sacrifice it.
within Khalar-Amon's circle.
That's what I figured. Okay.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 17. Oh, wait. Did I roll a 17 or what's my... yes. 17 for persuasion.
You didn't. Yeah, I believe you.
Yes. You didn't say anything that he wouldn't believe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Raylan says, and Daro, if worse comes to worse, whoever this person might be that we sacrifice if we don't find another way, and I am going to try to find another way. I am willing, even though I don't want to, take this person in to my brain like Eerie.
Wait, take what? I'm sorry. Take what person?
Like, remember when I was like trying to bring Eerie back, or I was like trying to talk to her and then she got stuck in my brain?
Yes.
I have a feeling that if this happens, maybe I can make that happen again with this new person, or just bring them back. So.
Suppose that depends on what Khalar-Amon does with their soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's one thing to die and move on. It's another thing to die and not exist. But there are souls near our castle, hundreds of thousands probably, that I could sift through and somehow determine which ones are innocent. You guys go onto the horse tree. I'm gonna go shopping.
Also talk to him and see if there's any other way. He might know of another way. Who knows? At least to maybe break the contract.
I'll mention it to him.
Okay.
And with that, I'm gonna see if the amulet works.
Okay, first roll 1d20.
Okay. 11. Do I get to add bless?
Yeah.
Is it a save or an attack?
So when you concentrate on the amulet and focus on using its power, two things happen. First, you feel that the thing like barely works. The sensation of trying to activate it, it's like almost like trying to turn a crank that's rusted solid. But you are able to push through and teleport away. As you do so, the searing pain of the contract kicks in, and roll a Constitution save.
Constitution save. That's pretty decent with the bless. Non-natural 20.
You take 13 necrotic damage and appear in a heap by the teleportation well in the castle, which is still very obviously sitting on the ground.
Great. I'm going to lie there for a bit.
There is literal smoke coming off your body. Like, this barely worked. You look like someone fired you here out of a cannon.
Ow.
Bjorn the monk comes into the room and says, "What in the name of Cord have you done? You look like you were on fire."
I probably look like I'm 30 years older, too.
What? Yeah, he hasn't noticed that yet because of the hood.
Oh, okay. It's a long story. Just let me lay here for a minute.
At that, Radomir Utgas walks in from the other staircase and says, "I'm afraid we don't have time."
Oh. Wonderful.
I
Why?
have just received word from Abraxiel. Apparently, the ghost of a dead wizard has captured Moira Smoothskin.
Fuck!
See you in 2 weeks, everyone.
No! Yes, fine words.
Why?
Oh.
Such a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and like one of you is like a couple weeks journey away from the other three. Not sure what we're doing about that, but
Yeah. Well, I did that because there's a good chance I won't be able to make the next game. If this
2
job,
weeks from now.
2 weeks from today, yeah.
Yeah, because this job is 2 weeks long and I'll be working Friday. I might still be able to make it.
Well,
But,
it will work out if that happens.
Yeah. We will see. Very interesting choices, guys. Very interesting.
Jeez.
That was fun.
Giving the fans what they want. More
Ritual.
metal.
More metal.
Yeah.
We should have done my idea and kept killing the guy until I found the answer.
Seriously.
Yeah, I was totally okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, ritual of lichdom, huh? That's a good one.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
We are, as a reminder, we've just mentioned it a couple times, but a reminder for the viewers, we are not going to have any streams next week, so
Right.
we'll be back here 2 weeks from tonight, which will be November 20th. And until then, thank you for watching, and peace out.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.